G'day viewers and welcome to WAINGAFAT Wednesday, where I tell you who am I not giving a fuck about today. And today, many times, I reached out via Twitter and Facebook to say to people, what do you think I should do the story on? What news story has been overhyped and you just don't give a fuck about? And there was an overwhelming response that it should be about the Pope and he's announcing his impending resignation. Almost unprecedented. There hasn't been a voluntary resignation from a Pope for over 700 years. And, you know, some people say this should be big news. I mean, and I grew up Catholic. I was even an altar boy for years. So I know a lot about the history and the workings of the Catholic Church and the Pope. And I think it's safe to say when he announced his resignation, that was an ex cathedra statement. Yes. Latin puns. That's old school Catholic humour right there. Fuck off, that's hilarious! There are Jesuits out there now going, he went there! He did you get ex cathedra means outside and he will be ex in the cathedra. It's fucking hilarious, you people! And also, fancy saying you don't give a fuck about the Pope resigning. That's an amazing new piece of news, and the way he announced it, his resignation speech, where he said because he hadn't done enough to address the endemic abuse perpetrated by the Catholic Church for so long, and that he had actually been actively involved in protecting priests who were known child abusers, and he had to be honest and say he did not have the moral authority to represent the Catholic Church, and so for the good of everyone, he's going to resign and the Catholic Church is going to reform, address the abuse problems, and everything's gonna change. No, he didn't say that. That's like wishful thinking. No, he just said, I'm old and frail. You fucking pussy! When do popes give up because they're old and frail? Did you see the guy you replaced? JP2? I mean, honestly, for about the last decade, it just looked like Weekend at Bernie's. He was not very lively, okay? So just, you don't get to resign, you wuss. And what is it? Have you succumbed to the dark side? Yes, I went there, the Pope Palpatine, because it's really hard not to. It's freaky. People always sort of stretch conceivable reality when they want to say something bad about someone. Oh, they look just, and they usually look nothing like. But it's quite freakish how much our man Ratzinger looked like Emperor Palpatine turned to the dark side. So whoever you choose, Catholic Church, for the new Pope, I think one of your selection criteria is, does this guy look remarkably like a well-known movie villain? Like, if your preferred candidate has no nose and really pale skin, I'm going to say don't go there, okay? Because, you know, we have to say the Pope's name, so it can't be Pope he who shall not be named, okay? So just think about it and really, honestly, think about a bit of reform. And I'm not saying you have to come into the 21st century, just maybe progress to the 19th century, you know, baby steps. Just try and be a bit relevant, because until you can face up to the shortcomings and hypocrisy of your own structure, I really don't give a fuck about you.